Yo, what's up, Facebook Live? Here, live on the internet. I'm going to talk about how to get out of a workout funk. What do you do when you're just not feeling it? You're not feeling the gym anymore. Maybe you're unmotivated. Maybe you haven't made it in a few weeks because you're just feeling like shit. But how do you get out of that? Like, how do you get out of these things when your workouts aren't going as well as you wanted them to, or life just doesn't feel like it's giving you exactly what you want? I'm going to share this on Facebook real quick. Make sure I get this out to everyone, and I'll get started here. At the end, I'm going to do a little bit of a live Q&A, so if you're on and you got questions, you can ask away any questions that you have. Jasmine, thank you for joining. What's up? I hope you are doing well. All right. So, getting out of a funk. Yeah, Peter, what's up, brother? Thank you for joining. Getting out of a funk, when you get in that workout funk, when you feel like you just aren't satisfied with what you're doing in the gym, or maybe like you're just not motivated. Nothing's happening. Nothing's going on. The gym feels like hell. How do you get out of that? How do you get back in the groove? How does Stella get her groove back? I've never seen that movie. I just know the title of it. I am, as always. Thank you, Jasmine. So how do you get out of a workout funk? How does it happen? What do you do? I got a few things that I do when I get in a workout funk. The number one thing that I always tell people to do is change your playlist. Change up what you're listening to. So if you've been jamming out to some like metal, but maybe your mind isn't there, just can't connect with the metal. Maybe you don't have the Lamb of God blaring like you always wanted. Maybe that track that always got you there. For me, it's always Rage Against the Machine. Killing in the Name. Oh, man, that song comes on, my fucking dick gets hard, and I'm ready to just like rip deadlifts off the floor. But maybe sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it doesn't give me what I want out of that song. So what do you do? Here's one thing that I really love to do, and I have a study, so I'm going to go to my notes so I make sure I quote this study. But one of the best things that you can do to get out of a funk, change up the music you listen to. And I don't mean start listening to Katy Perry. Nothing wrong with listening to Katy Perry. And I don't mean, going and changing up and listening to country music if you don't listen to that. I'm talking about movie scores. Motherfucking movie scores. Things like Star Wars, 300, Braveheart. Dude, that's what I've been working out to for the last few months, over the last few weeks here in New York City with my friends at Mark Fisher Fitness. 10:30 every morning, Braveheart comes on, and we are rocking out and lifting like gods while we listen. But maybe it's not Braveheart. Maybe it's Batman Begins. Maybe you want to listen to Iron Man. Maybe you want to get some Jason, I Like It, Rocky. Always Rocky. You finish that day with Rocky. Nothing better when that Rocky theme comes on. But listen to movie scores. Movie scores for me, they allow me to get out of my head. I'm not thinking about lyrics. I'm not trying to sing along. Lyrics, a lot of times, especially when you're writing and doing creative work, they can take you out of your flow. So listening to things like classical music, they keep you in that flow. They keep you focused. They kind of almost hypnotize your brain. And a movie score can do that. According to one study, it found that the repetitive nature of music may help to, and I'm quoting the study, bypass conscious control and speak straight to feelings, emotions, and senses. And that music can cause the listener to experience the music as executing his or her will, and to precipitate sensations of an existential or transcendent nature, described variously as heavenly, ecstatic, or trance-like. I've listened to classical music and had that trance-like state when I'm writing and when I'm working on stuff. Adam, what's up, brother? Thank you. Welcome to Facebook Live. That stuff really gets me focused when I really need to focus on my work. But if you ever listen to classical music, do you ever notice that, like, your mood kind of comes down, like your breathing starts to get a little better, like the anxiety that you have starts to go away when you listen to some Bach or whatever? Do you... Fucking Tanner. Tanner, welcome to the show as well. But like listening to that classical music, it really helps you come down. It brings you into that transcendent state. And when you're trying to lift, when you're really trying to focus and get back into the game, getting into that transcendent state is a great thing to do as you try and get out of your funk. So let the music just take over. Just listen to it. Let it wash over you. So listen to things like the 300 soundtrack. I'm just naming off things. Any movie works. Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, but anything without lyrics. If you want to, I will answer the question in just a minute, Tanner. If you want to, you can listen to things, like classical music, Last of the Mohicans soundtrack is a great soundtrack to work out to as well. But there's a lot of really cool trance-like music out there you can listen to. Maybe not some crazy, bassy EDM, but try it. See, I don't know. Whatever's been working for you in the past isn't working, so get there. I was about to say Explosions in the Sky, Tanner. You let me run my Facebook Live, bro. But Explosions in the Sky is fantastic as well. I use that when I write. I know Tanner uses that when he writes. I also use it when I'm like laying in a bathtub, in a really hot bathtub with some bubble bath. It's fantastic. Explosions in the Sky. Try that the next time you are lifting as well, and try and combine that trance-like nature with the music, and just really feel the music flow through you. Let it take out all the stress that you have. Another way to get out of a funk is to change your goal. You know, maybe you've been lifting for strength for a long time and your body's beat. Like, I love strength training, but if you're going on a really heavy strength load for a while, your body can get beat, you're exhausted, and the same thing with like adding mass. After a while, it just really starts to weigh on you. You're doing all this volume, you're working out for a long time. You know, maybe if you've been in a fat loss goal for a while and you're just not feeling it, like your workouts are shit, change your goal. Maybe for a couple of weeks, if you're in fat loss, go to maintenance. Eat maintenance calories and just do stuff you enjoy. Do stuff that's fun. Maybe you just do some hypertrophy training. Maybe you do some strength training. If you've been doing strength, switch it up. Do some hypertrophy. Do some bodybuilding style workouts. If you've been doing nothing but bodybuilding workouts and you're really bored with it, do something, low reps, strength based, and just get strong. Get really, really strong. Change your goal up. Because sometimes that's all it is. You've been doing it for a while, you've been grinding away at it, and you're bored. You're done. You're ready to be done. So change your goal up. Do something different. It's a great way to get out of that workout funk that you're in. I'll answer a few questions that have come in so I can make Tanner happy so he can go on with his life. Do you eat a hamburger and ever say to yourself, this is a really great sandwich? Yes. All the time. All of the time. I do love a hamburger. Depends on where the burger's from. Not much of it. Five Guys is now like the #1 burger spot or something, and they're okay, but they're not like super, oh my god, awesome. But they're good. But yeah, I do. There's a burger. Dude, that burger we had in Atlanta, I am not a liar. That burger we had in Atlanta was dope at the Vortex. It was a delicious, delicious burger. But let's get back to how to get out of a workout funk. So I've covered two things. First, listening to classical music or movie scores, movies that make you feel like a badass. 300 helps me feel like a badass. Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, all of those. Last of the Mohicans is a great one to listen to as well. But change up what you're listening to. You know, if you've been listening to the same things for a while. Goal change. If you've been going for strength, train like a bodybuilder for a little while. If you've been going like a bodybuilder, train strength for a while. If you've been cutting and doing fat loss for a while, but you're really just tired of it, crank up the maintenance calories and do something a little different and fun for a few weeks and get away from what you're doing just to get back into it, just to feel that excitement of doing something new and different. Sean, Guardians, yes, Guardians is great. The only thing with Guardians is, again, I'm talking about changing up so you don't have lyrics in a song. So some of the instrumental things that are in there you can use as well, but find things that don't have lyrics so that your brain just focuses on the repetitive nature of the music and not trying to sing along to your favorite song while you're trying to squat. The other thing that I really enjoy to do when it comes to switching up and getting out of a workout funk is do what you love. Do things that are just fun to you. If that means you show up to the gym for like a week and you just like bicep curl and bench press, fine. Do the things that you enjoy that get you back into loving what you're doing again. Maybe you really, enjoy squats. So, don't squat heavy every day, but maybe you squat 3 or 4 times a week and you just do what you enjoy. Doesn't have to be a heavy load, doesn't have to be a lot of reps, but just go do what you love. Find the things that you love to do, reconnect with them, and get that passion back into what you do. Even if it's like lifting like your basic high school lifts again, do that stuff again. Maybe it's just shoulders. Maybe you just enjoy broing out with shoulders and chest and arms and back, and that's all you do. Maybe you enjoy calves and you just rep out a bunch of calf raises. I don't know, but do what you enjoy. Do what makes you happy in the gym for a couple of weeks and get back into it. And that's one of the best ways to get yourself out of a funk. Now, here is the real key to getting out of a funk, because we all have them. We all have funks. Here's the number one thing you need to do. When you feel unmotivated, when you're thinking, God, man, I just don't want to go. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I don't even think I want to be here. Like, there's going to come a time. If you're new to lifting, there's going to come a time, because I've had it. There's going to come a time where you think, I hate this. I don't want to do this anymore. This is awful. I just don't want to do it. I don't have a love for it. When those times happen, when life gets stressful and throws everything at you and you just don't enjoy the gym anymore, you got to connect with your why. You got to think back to why you're doing what you're doing. And you're going to have to ask yourself tough questions. Like, questions you don't want to ask yourself. Like, why are you not enjoying what you're doing right now? Well, I'm not seeing results. Why are you not seeing results? Well, to be honest, I'm not eating the way I should. Okay, well, why are you not eating the way you should? Oh man, life is really stressful and work is crazy and my girlfriend left me and I don't feel like I have any value anymore. Boom. That's a pain point you need to think about. It's always got to be a why. I can give you hows to do things, but if you have a why, you can get through anything in your life. So why? Why are your workouts not so great? Think about that. Why are you even in the gym in the first place? Why do this crazy thing where we lift weights over our heads and put bars on our backs and squat down? Why? Are you doing it because you want to look better naked? Well, why do you want to look better naked? So you can attract a mate, so that you can have someone to live with for the rest of your life, so that you're not alone when you're 80? That's a great why. Oh, why? Your why is, well, my dad has diabetes and I don't want to be a diabetic at 40 and putting insulin into my arms, and I don't want to be on medication and not be able to walk up a mountain and hang out with my kids or my grandkids. That's a great why. But why? Why do you do what you do? Why are you there? Why is this a big deal for you? And you're going to have to dig deep, really deep, to find the answers about why you need to lift weights, why you want to get in better shape, why you want to eat healthier. And that's what you need to focus on the most when you're in that funk. Because that why is the catalyst that will get you out of whatever funk you were in. Sometimes I like to call the funk the dead marshes of motivation. Just like in Lord of the Rings, it's a desolate place that can suck you into the waters and drown you if you let it. But if you have a why, if you know exactly why you're there and why you're trekking through that, you'll get through it. Up to a question here that I got asked by Adam. Adam, thank you for the question, brother. Do I have general recommendations regarding number of workouts per week? In general, here's what I'm going to say. It's what really works best for you and what you can do long term. If 3 days a week, because you have a very stressful job, is all you can do and you can commit to, do it. Do it. If you can only do 2 days, because you've got 4 kids, you've got soccer practice for each of them, you've got PTA, you've got life things, you've got just a busy job where you work 80 hours a week, and you can only do 2 days, then do those 2 days, and on the other days, try and find some way to be active. Whether it's walking, or whether it's doing some body weight, whether it's while at your desk you just rep out a bunch of glute bridges and body weight squats, cool. If you can do 5 days a week, and you can keep recovery, you can sleep well, you recover well, your nutrition is on point, then do 5 days a week. If you can do 6 days a week and you're not hurting yourself, you're not causing more stress, you actually wake up in the morning, you sleep well, you feel good, your energy is still high, then you can do 6. But remember, guys, exercise doesn't just have to be going to the gym. Exercise is something that you can do walking down the street. I picked up some groceries here at the new place that I'm staying at for the rest of the summer here in New York City in Astoria last night, and I walked 3 blocks with a 10-pound bag of rice and another bag of stuff. That's farmer's carries, a lot further than where you're going to carry them in the gym. So that's exercise. Walking upstairs, exercise. Later, I might put on some brand new or something corporate because I'm doing some new writing stuff, and I might dance out my little emo heart and hardcore dance over here in this room. I don't know. But it's anything. You can run, you can walk, you can play ball, baseball, basketball. But exercise doesn't just have to be the gym. It can be anything else, any other sort of activity. So Adam, I think the gym 3 to 4 times a week is perfect, depending on your goal. If it's fat loss, 3 to 4 times a week. If you're trying to get huge and jacked and become if you're trying to get swolverined, I'm hashtagging that. All right, Swolverine is my new thing. If you're going to get Swolverined, you might need 5 or 6 days in the gym just to get that much volume in, depending on what your coach or your program gives you. But exercise can be everywhere. So, 3-4 days in the gym, a couple of fun things throughout. Guys, I'll open it up, and any other questions that you have right now, I will take, but I'll go over again how to get out of the funk, the few things that I covered. Number one, change up your music, of course. Change up your music. So instead of listening to Rage Against the Machine or Katy Perry, by the way, next time you're doing heavy squats, Katy Perry, I swear to God, Firework comes out on, and I'm just like up out of the hole like never before. So switch your music up and do things that don't have lyrics. So Explosions in the Sky, movie scores, 300, Iron Man, Captain America, Batman Begins, all of those things. You can listen to just instrumentals. They help get you in the zone. They actually help you sort of transcend mentally and put you in a trance-like state, so they can totally help. Caitlin, I agree. Swolverine, totally going to make a T-shirt. I love it. So that is number one. The other one is change up your goals. So maybe instead of doing strength, you go a little bodybuilding. Maybe instead of bodybuilding, you go strength. Or if you've been cutting for a while, take your calories back up to like maintenance. Robbie, how do you figure out maintenance? Take your body weight and multiply by 12 to 14. That's for men and women, 12 to 14. Move those calories up for a few weeks, like a couple of weeks, a week or two, and then just do fun stuff in the gym. Do the stuff that you enjoy, and just feel that energy come back as you go up from maintenance. The other one, of course, is find your why. Find your why. You got to dig deep. You got to find that why. You got to figure out exactly why you're doing what you're doing, and why you are struggling and why you're doing this. Not just go beyond just I want to look good naked. Well, why do I want to look good naked? And then answer that question. And then ask yourself another why when you ask that next question. So we're at like 17 minutes. If anyone has any questions, again, go ahead and put them here in the comments below, and I will answer anything. So I'll open it up for a couple of minutes of Q&A. But getting out of a funk, guys, it's not easy sometimes. Sometimes it's just you got to get through it. You just kind of, like I said, the dead marshes of motivation. You just got to Frodo your way, walking through the marshes. Don't look down in the water because they'll drag you in. But just keep moving. Just keep going through it. Keep doing the things that get the work done, but do the things that you enjoy. Have fun with what you're doing. And if no one has any questions, I'll give one more tip that I use with my clients in this instance. One thing I want you to sort of take with you, and I hope it's something that you can take. When these funks come up, the first question I ask most of my clients is, who's your favorite superhero? So when that funk comes up, if your favorite superhero is Captain America, how would Captain America respond to the situation he's in? What would he do? What would Spider-Man do? What would Sarah Connor from Terminator do? What would Wonder Woman do? Like, ask yourself that, because the reason you connect with your superhero, your favorite superhero, is you see a piece of yourself in that superhero. That superhero is you. It's the person you want to be, the characteristics you want to have in your life. So ask yourself, what would Wonder Woman do? What would Thor do? What would Spider-Woman do? What would She-Hulk do? Ask yourself that. Think about that. Because you are them and they are you. So apply what they would do to your life. Guys, if no one's got any questions, I'm gonna end this. Thank you guys for coming on Facebook Live and hanging out for about 20 minutes and letting me discuss how to get out of a workout funk. So I'll wait a few more seconds in case anyone has any other questions. But doesn't look like anyone does. Justin, good to have you on here again, brother. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Thank you. Guys, I will do another one of these later on this week. And I'm going to ask you right now, because I've got the notes, so the 6 people that are here, I want to know, leave a comment in the comments below what you want to hear, okay? All my notes, where am I? Facebook Live ideas. Here we go. All right, so here's what I want you guys to leave in the comments and let me know. I'm going to give you 3, all right? Indiana Jones and the Holy Grail of Fat Loss. Oh, yeah, we'll talk about the Holy Grail of Fat Loss. 3 common questions that I receive. Fresh or frozen veggies, Diet Coke, and I basically already answered how many days you should work out, but I'll add another one in there. Or active recovery. Active recovery. What can you do for active recovery a day or 2 days after the gym when you're still a little sore and you don't want to like push it, but you want to get a nice workout in. So let me know. Do you want me to do a Facebook Live on active recovery? 3 common questions that I receive, including fresh and frozen veggies, Diet Coke, can you drink more than 1 protein shake? Or do you want to know about I just asked it. Indiana Jones and the Holy Grail of fat loss. So let me know what you want in the comments below. Caitlin, thank you so much. I got one for active recovery. I'll go over that. So let me know in the comments below. Guys, just as I end every single podcast, get out there and kick ass at life.